Hey, this is Travis Garza in my studio in Edmond, Oklahoma. Hope you're having a great holiday season. This weekend when I skate with Sydney down at the Devon Ice Skate Center. If you haven't checked that out, you ought to. It's a lot of fun. We go there every year. Hey, Christmas is upon us, and right after Christmas is the New Year's resolution bang that comes every year. As much as I'm not a big fan of New Year's resolutions because the failure rate's like 88%, I do try to give some guidance to people I come in contact with on how not to fail, or at least recognize why they have failed in the past, okay? Over the next 5 days, I'm going to be doing a 5-part video series titled The 5 Obstacles That Prevent the Achievement of the New Year's Fitness Resolution. So I'd hope that you would watch one of these each day this week, about 5 minutes long, telling you exactly what I've seen over my 25+ year career on the real reason why people fail at the New Year's resolution. We know most people make resolutions related to fitness, and we also know most of them fail. While people will tell you it's a lack of willpower, poor genetics, a hectic lifestyle, or a lack of time, which is number one, more often than not, the failure lies in one of the 5 mistakes or limitations that I'm going to be going over. So, with that being said, we're going to start off with New Year's resolution fitness achievement failure called absence of belief. Okay? This is mainly because so many of you out there have tried so many programs and you have done what you considered failed at them, when in reality it was a lack of technology, okay? I know it's a big fancy word, but lack of technology is true in the fitness industry. If you look at a program, most of them are set up to fail from the beginning. They never do have an end result. They have a starting deal that sounds great, like 10-minute abs, I'm gonna lose 20 pounds. They put all this hype on the front end. But once you get into the program, you know, usually it fizzes out after about 6 weeks, okay? There's 6-week programs, there's 8-week programs. That's why people always ask me, when they call me, how long is your fat loss boot camp? It's not. It never ends. It's a lifestyle. It's ongoing. Because I hate to break the news to you, you have to continue exercising somewhere to continue to keep yourself functional and in shape and, I mean, healthy, okay? You can't just sit around once you get in shape after 6 weeks and say, okay, I hope it stays there. But the absence of belief comes from people trying things and failing so many times, they actually start believing that nothing works for them, okay? And here's my deal, unless you're from Mars, you know, your body's just like everyone else's. So if this person's getting results and this person's getting results and you're not, you're probably on a technology that's not proven or that's got a lot of flaws in it. So I always tell an absence of belief, repeated attempts can cause hope to rise to the surface come January 1st, but hope doesn't always equate to belief. Most people seeking fat loss are familiar with the resolution route, and repeated bouts with perceived failure limit the belief that it's possible, okay? Although hope may be high, perceived value, or although hope may be high, with absence of belief, people aren't likely to stick to the program for any significant period of time because you're already set up in your mind that I'm very hopeful this works, but I know it's not going to. You're already negative right out of the gate, okay? You have to find a system that makes sense to you, okay? You're very smart people. Some people think, well, I don't know what works and what doesn't. If you look at a program and there's just something too technical about it, or it's like, you know, that just sounds weird, it's because it is. It needs to make sense. It needs to be common sense to you. You know what? That sounds normal. People that hear my eating plan, my supportive eating, once they hear the spill, they hear how it works and how the body reacts to it, they're like, you know what? That makes sense. That's actually something that, you know, I understand, and it just sounds right to me. It's because it is. It's how the body works. That's what we teach in our fat loss camps. Then you got a workout program. You know, if you got a program that tells you you've got to work out 2 hours a day, you know, 7 days a week, hey, of course you're going to lose weight on that, okay? They're killing you. I mean, you have no choice but to burn off calories and fat, but you're not going to sustain that for a lifetime. You've got to look at things and say, can I do this forever? I mean, you know, diet pills, patches, all that stuff. Are you really going to take that and do that stuff forever? No. Eventually, you're going to have to quit using those aids, and then your weight comes back on, because that was what suppressed your appetite, or that's what gave you the fix or whatever it is that hyped up your metabolism. Bottom line is, you need to find a program that has a sound nutrition program. It has a sound workout program that makes sense, something you can live with. It's not going to kill you. It's not going to take up all of your life. I can do this 3 days a week. I can eat like this. I don't have to be perfect. I have a day I can go off and eat what I want to. And then I have someone in there that's, checking me and holding me accountable through maybe body fat measurements or, the scale, which I'm not a big advocate of, but I mean, it does tell a little bit. Get something that's a well-rounded program and give it a try and believe it. You need to go into a program believing, you know what, that sounds right, it looks right, I'm going to believe in it, and I'm going to make this work. And don't go in with the expectation I'm going to drop 20 pounds in the first week in a hurry-up mode. Start something this year that, you know what, I'm going to do this for a lifestyle. I'm going to do this for a year. I'm just going to commit to this and do the best I can. I'm not going to try to be perfect at it, and I'm not going to go crazy into it so that in 2 weeks you become one of the 88% that fail. So that is number one obstacle that I have seen is a lack of belief. Abandonment of belief is what I call it. So if you want to try out a program, try my program out. It's well-rounded. It's very simple. It's not a lot of hype to it. But, Melanie, that we've been watching for the last, 2, 3 or months, or whatever it's been, she emailed me or texted me the other day. Her text was, let's see if I can find this here. She said, I just wanted to tell you I'm out clothes shopping today, and I'm 2 sizes smaller than I was in September. So September's when Melanie started this. Here we are in December, and she's already 2 sizes down. How ahead of the game is she with New Year's resolution? She's already dropped 2 sizes through the holidays and already, focused on New Year's coming in strong. So that's great stuff. That's a proven program. From September to December, she's dropped 2 sizes. She did it the right way. She's not going to put that weight back on unless she completely goes off and says, I'm going to forget all this and just eat garbage every day. So, real formula, real work. Hey, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow for tip number 2, which is a reliance upon aerobic exercise. I've got to get y'all off thinking that aerobic exercise is the answer. So, have a great day, and I'll talk to you soon.